And as again, right now, we're up just 1 point on the Dow Industrial. I'm going to call that a dead flat stalemate on the market as we speak. But look at the level. We're at 24,271. Andy Puzder is with me, policy advisor for America First Policies. A very slight change of subject, if I may, Andy. You've got all this commotion going on about General Flynn and the administration at the time of the changeover from President Obama to President Trump. You also have the idea that Mr. Tillerson, Secretary of State, will be leaving in January. Can I call that, it's a strong word, but chaos and confusion in the cabinet? You've been there. Am I accurate?
Well, Stuart, I don't think that there's chaos and confusion. I want to make it very clear. Look, the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, did not collude. He did not conspire with the Russians. People should put that out of their mind. They shouldn't let the media build this up into something that it's not. So I want to be really clear about that. This is not going to go anywhere. Now, that, like Charlie just said, there may be something else they try and get the president on. I can't imagine what that would be, but it's not going to be colluding or conspiring with the Russians. Secondly, with respect to Tillerson, I think we need to be very careful. There have been rumors about Secretary Tillerson, such as that he was going to resign or that he called the president a moron. They were completely discredited. We have to be careful what rumors we pay attention to. However, if the president decides that somebody would be, there's a better person for the position of Secretary of State, particularly with what's going on in the world, if he thinks Mike Pompeo's the better guy, he should appoint Mike Pompeo. Now, I don't know that that's going to happen. I don't even suspect it's going to happen. I know Tillerson and the president are having lunch today. We may know more later. But right now, I think I just take it easy on these rumors about Secretary Tillerson. All
right. Andy, would you stay there, please? I have to take a commercial break. We'll bring you back afterwards. There is a great deal more on this program. The markets, Flynn, taxes. We're covering it all after this. And now, the debate over Bitcoin. Nobel Prize-winning economist Joseph Stiglitz says Bitcoin should be banned. He says, look, there's no oversight, and this thing could collapse at any time. Andy Puzder is still with us. I say it's a speculative bubble. Are you with me?
Well, I think it's speculative, but I think the problem is people look at Bitcoin, they try and analyze it more as a currency than a commodity. It's really much more like gold than it is like dollars or euros. And gold, look, all of these commodities are speculative. They can go way up, they can go way down. Gold has value because we attribute value to it, and it's rare. Bitcoin has value because we attribute value to it, and it's rare. The problem with it is that the fees that are charged, if you want to do a transaction with Bitcoin, even the median rate's about $11.40. Well, you're not going to buy a cup of coffee or a hamburger or a pizza and pay an $11.40 fee. But if they can get those fees down, it can become a very viable currency. I wouldn't be surprised if some nation, some country outside the United States would adopt Bitcoin as its national currency and really give some energy to this thing. So it could go up, it could go down. It's just like any other commodity investment.
All right, so you don't think it's a speculative bubble and it won't crash. Okay, we'll say that another day. Look, it's Friday. I've got an interesting story for you, for you, Andy. A little bit off base here, but listen to this. Applebee's, they've got a new promotion, restaurant chain, new promotion. $1 Long Island iced teas. $1. That's it, $1. Look what's in a Long Island iced tea. Vodka, rum, gin, tequila, triple sec, sweet and sour mix, splash of cola. Splash of cola. Seems to me that's an awful lot of alcohol, Andy. You've run restaurant chains. Doesn't this give Applebee's some liability if some customers drink too much?
Well, I'd say, number one, I should be careful because the chief marketing officer at Dine Equity is a friend of mine, and knowing him, I'm not at all surprised that this is a product that they came up with. But it's just like any other place that sells alcohol. You can always be liable if you don't comply with the dram shop, what's called the dram shop acts in the states involved. You can always be subjected to liability. So I hope people will be careful. It sounds like a great drink, but I hope people will be careful in consuming it.
Whatever you say, Andy, whatever you say. Okay. Andy Puzder, everyone. Thank you very much indeed, sir. See you soon.
Thank you. Good to be here. Thanks, Stuart.
Now this. The New York Times